Alright, hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the gaming channel. I know it's been a while, but today we're going to be finding out whether or not we can beat Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 without ever web swinging. But first, let's get over the rules. So first rule, you are not allowed to swing. Obviously, you can't swing, you can't do swing kicks. So that's another rule, like in combat. But basically, it's just all about mobility. Like, you're not going to be able to get places as fast. The only way you can get places will be web zipping, wall running, point launches. Those are going to be key. But other than that, you're not going to be able to swing. Without further ado, let's just get into the video. Also, swinging in cutscenes does not count because I can't control that. Oh, I got that Miguel suit on, yes sir. However, the Miguel suit did not save me from the inevitable problems that we were going to end up running into this run. I was physically incapable of swinging here, so just like when someone embarrasses you in front of your friend, we're going to pretend that this didn't happen. I said we are going to pretend that this didn't happen, other than that little hiccup at the beginning, being a majorly ground-based fight, and the fact that playing on New Game Plus basically made me invincible, made fighting Fisk's men and the Thickums himself incredibly easy. Once I put Fisky Boy behind bars, I had to go handle the 3 chest hairs on my suit that weren't showing, so I went to the lab to repair my suit, thinking I was alone. I was very wrong, and Dr. Otto found out I was Spider-Man. Suit designer. And because my suit was super fucked 64, he had me exchange it for a new one. And what better way to give my new suit a test drive than to be instantly fucked by the system yet again. This time, however, I was able to circumvent the attempted hemorrhoids this game tried to make me swallow. I then didn't swing over to beat up William Fisk's men, and with the added challenge of not swinging, it made subduing his forces no different. I mean, this combat is still easy. After one stupid mistake resulting in a reset. Oh my god, did I really just accidentally swing? I then went to go cosplay as Peter Parker and throw a surprise party for my Aunt May. Then, after having a conversation with this game's future antagonist, I then pulled up like a thief in the night to go fold some demon faces in. Enjoyment was not a commodity that we could have though, and soon I was forced into something I didn't consent to, playing as Mary Jane Watson. No! Once I got back to the real world, I had to go take care of the Shocker. But you must remember, this is a chase mission combined with a no swing run. Damn it! Fucking swung. Fortunately, after 4 quick resets of me being terrible at being Spider-Man, the Shocker was apprehended and put behind bars. The next morning, I web zip / point launch / wall ran to Dr. Otto's lab, only to find that Dr. Norman did not pass the vibe check, and that Dr. Otto's lab did not pass the health inspection. So Norman said if we didn't get all the roaches out of our lab by next Sunday, he was going to repossess all of our cool science shit. A lot of footage got cut out, but all you really need to know is that now I'm on a mission with Jefferson Davis. After finding the 100 kilos of cocaine that the demons were hiding, it was up to me and Jeff Davey to put a stop to the demons, and he really helped me out. In fact, if it wasn't for him stupidly risking his life for me, a wee lad, I wouldn't be alive to tell this tale. I just hope he stays alive for the rest of the story. The demons were done messing around after that. They are truly a heretic group like no other, and they started going after Fisk's men. Of course, you know this is my job, so after a quick Skype call with him, we decided to make ourselves a deal. So I got to do what I do best, kick some demon ass, until I unknowingly came across the most hemorrhoid squeezing part of this entire run. The helicopter chase. This chase had many corners in it, and to the average Spider-Man swinger, this would be no problem. Unfortunately, my mobility is strictly point launching directly forward, and after wiping 9 times due to incompetence, I finally made it onto the helicopter. And soon after, I saved the whole city. Then, after that, I had to listen to some guy talk about something, but it turns out he was actually on the super evil shithead's payroll, and he tried to suicide bomb Mr. Osborn. Unfortunately, Jefferson Davis, being the selfless hero that he is, sacrificed himself, leaving Miles without a father.
Just call me your dad, because I'm never around.
Not before, of course, I played as Miles, and all I could really do is move my left stick forward until I hit an inevitable cutscene. It was a sad day in the city of New York. Even Spider-Man was feeling a bit down. But crime doesn't sleep. I had to find out who was behind all of these inverted color weirdos. Shocker, it was Martin Lee. After that mystery was solved, it was time to solve another. Why do I have to go on so many MJ sneak missions? Sometimes I get caught on purpose, just to imagine MJ being shot and killed. Anyways, the demons are back at it again, and I had to go save the science dude once I cleaned up the demons for hopefully the last time. It's not! I then went back to the lab to unknowingly help Dr. Otto on his first step to supervillainy. I then had to web zip on out of there to stop a hate crime on my boy Miles during Black History Month. When I saved him, I gave him baby's first punch, and the game gave me some Miles gameplay, which is not as bad as MJ gameplay, but still. The demons were up to no good once again, and I had to chase this big old truck through the city and have my first tussle with the inverted color version of Martin Lee, and took a little ride in the negative realm. When I came to, the demons had gotten away. Anyways, that's enough Spider-Man gameplay. It's time for the longest MJ sneak mission of the game. You guys don't want to see this, right? I thought not. So cut to a clip of me beating up some demons, and then immediately cut to another of me fighting Martin Lee in the subway, and I've taken him out for at least the next few story missions. Spider-Man may have been okay, but Peter had his own problems to worry about. He went back to the lab and realized he created a supervillain, and now Spider-Man had problems too, because as if the city wasn't chaotic enough, there was a breakout at the highest security prison in the city, the Raft. So I had to go beat up some criminals. It would surprise you to find out that the hardest part of this mission was when I got stuck in the ocean because I couldn't web zip anywhere. But after that, I got a lecture on the ropes and oh shit, just kidding. Then I got gangbanged by all the villains and nobody gave me a respect of a one-on-one.
Nobody gave me the faith of a one-on-one, nigga. Nobody gave me the respect of a one-on-one. And I painted that nigga when he was on the ground.
Including the one I created. And then he tosses me off the roof and goes to release the devil's breath all over the city. And you know the city is devastated when you got MJ reporting on this. Electro and friends are now wreaking havoc on the city. This causes a fire at the crib, so I've got to go save Miles and my Aunt May. Young boy Miles really took all my Spider-Man teachings to heart and really stepped up in this event. For the rest of the video, it's just going to be boss fights on boss fights on boss fights on boss fights, so buckle up. First, we have the Electro and Vulture fight, which should be the most interesting with the no swing, so let's get into that first. The simulated flight fight is not that hard, however, it did teach me that the game will not let you touch the ground in this fight. So with the help of my ample gaming prowess, I beat these two, no problem. Next up on the list was the Scorpion Acid Trip, and this one was going to be difficult for a number of reasons. First of all, obviously I couldn't swing, and apart from that, when I web zip and I had to dodge a hulking poisonous tentacle, it takes away a lot of momentum that I can't get back. But after a few close calls and a pretty cool MLG clutch experience, we're getting too low. I made it to the peak of my acid trip, and the Scorpion was defeated. For now. It was made very obvious that Aunt May was being affected by the devil's breath, which made finding a cure for it that much more important to me. Then I got to play as Miles, realizing how scary the Rhino can be from a civilian standpoint. Then Miles did what everyone playing this game, including me, couldn't do. Stand up to my bullies. After that, it was time to confront the Rhino as the specimen himself, but little did I know, he was joined by his partner in crime, the Centipede, and I curb stomped them both into the pavement. Then, this game gave us the last thing I could possibly expect, an actual story advancement in an MJ sneak mission. But the surprise is short-lived, because soon after that, MJ dies. Fuck! I then make my way through the forces of Sable, the demons, and even defeated Martin Lee to try to get that anti-serum, but I was fooled yet again by Dr. Otto, and this fight just got personal. I was in really bad shape, but seeing my Aunt May doing worse than I was motivated me to get my pussy ass up on out of here and finish this fight. Then, Miles got bit by the spider to kickstart his arc, and I went back to the lab for the last time to finish what I started. Dr. Otto was not giving up that anti-serum without a fight, so it was a fight he shall receive. Still, isn't even. Oh my god, a swamp! From throwing hands on the side of a building to a gut-wrenching moment that gets me every time, Dr. Otto Octavius was defeated. Then, we take the biggest L of the entire game, and Aunt May dies to the devil's breath. Bro, no! After that, life basically goes back to normal. They make a citywide cure for devil's breath, and Dr. Otto gets put away, and Mary Jane and I get back together and share a lovely kiss. Yeah, boy. So you can probably hear the music for the game, but I'm just going to use it as background ambiance for my outro. So that's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. I just want to give a little bit of a review. The challenge is really easy. You can beat Spider-Man without swinging quite easily. And yeah, you know, the game was fun. Subscribe to the main channel. Bye.